Have you ever had a moment where you stop mid thought and go, why do I always do this? Why is this belief sticking around? Where is it coming from? I know better. Why am I still stuck in this place in my thoughts? That is metacognition, the ability to think about your thoughts. It is definitely powerful, it definitely matters, but it's not quite enough to take you to the next level in this lifetime. Because if you're only thinking about your thinking, you are still looping inside the very dimension that you are trying to shift. Hey everyone, and welcome to Infinite You. I'm Dr. Sheri. I am a spiritual psychologist, a soul led creator, and a multi dimensional mindset mentor. We are going to be talking about that today. I help soul led entrepreneurs, purpose driven seekers, visionaries, and anyone who wants to tap into their infinite potential to create and align and get out of your own way so you can create here this time around what you know that you were meant to create with 3D, 4D, 5D. What the heck am I talking about? Body, mind, and soul, energy, actions, mind. And today I want to show you why metacognition is just one layer in your beautiful multi-dimensional way of being in the world, and how you can evolve it into a full-on multi-dimensional mindset that shifts not just your thoughts, but your frequency, your alignment, your entire reality, and the way that you perceive yourself. So the next time around, when you get in one of those mind loops, those thought loops, you are going to be able to ease your way out of it and up level in a really cool, amazing, powerful way. And it does not take that much time. So, what is metacognition? First, I want to talk about the fact that metacognition is really fourth dimensional level awareness. And I have talked about multidimensionality in other videos, but I like to bring it up again and again if it is your first time here, or you just want like a little bit of a refresher about what I'm actually talking about. So you know your 3D reality, it is physical reality. We are still vibrating in this physical reality, but just like at a slower rate. So there's still a vibration. For sure, there's a frequency in the physical level and in our perceived physical reality. And then 4D, of course, is your intellectual energy. It encapsulates your mental energy body that is a part of your human aura. And then, of course, 5D is the energetic aspect of who you are, soul, source energy, connected to all that is infinite, wildly creative, able to receive downloads, able to turn thoughts into things, all of that really powerful, amazing, energetic stuff. But we are going through an upgrade right now, and I've talked about this before. We're moving into, as a collective consciousness, everything is expanding, and we're moving into this 5D energy upgrade in a really powerful way. And there will be a time where more and more people are going to be able to turn their thoughts into things in a much quicker, more, I want to say, efficient, expedient way. So we're heading in that direction. But where am I going with the 4D part of all of this? We humans have been in 3D and 4D for a very long time. Fourth dimensional intellectual reality is amazing because we are really powerful thinkers. Humans are really powerful problem solvers. We are really good at creating solutions. We have this amazing, giant, conscious, thinking, active brain and mind, which is our perceptions, that definitely can be wildly powerful and creative, but it also at the same time, it's like a double-edged sword, because we can get stuck in overanalyzing, overthinking, and like creating loops that are sometimes hard to get out of. It is definitely a part of our beliefs, our programming, the paradigms, the stories that we tell ourselves. All of that is very much fourth dimensional reality. So, metacognition is awareness of your thoughts. It's thinking about your thinking. It is being able to zoom out and witness your inner patterns, your inner game, the soil that you plant and grow your thoughts and beliefs and stories and programs in. And you get to decide what that soil looks like for you. That's my analogy for inner game. And then you get to decide what you want to plant in that beautiful, amazing, intentionally nourished, created soil with non-judgment, with love, with self-compassion, all of that stuff. So think about your inner game as like that deep, rich, nutrient rich part of who you are, and then what you are going to plant in that soil. But here is the thing about awareness and metacognition and your inner game. It definitely is essential, because awareness is definitely the first step into shifting anything, into up leveling, into moving into a higher vibration, into a greater sense of becoming, of self realization, self actualization, if you like to use that term. But here's the thing: awareness without embodiment into really understanding what is going on, it's just another loop that you can fall into and get stuck in quite easily. And I know people, and I have been there too myself, who are definitely deeply self aware. And it's really a part of the paradigm that we're beginning to move away from. And I've said this in other videos, when I think about my own personal journey of being metacognitive, thinking about what I'm thinking, moving into greater and greater self awareness. It was kind of like a feeling in an old paradigm of like, if I do one more thing, then I'm going to be good enough to do X, Y, or Z. If I just fix one more thing about myself, then I'm going to be able to do X, Y, or Z, right? It's just this feeling, this overarching feeling that we're always going to have to do something else to fix who we are. And I think that when we get into that thinking loop, like that amazing metacognitive way of being, what do we do with it from there? That's where like affirmations come in, and you can like rewire your thoughts and have a new belief and all of that stuff. But but there actually is like a much easier, straighter way to get into like a higher vibration, a higher understanding of who you are, and releasing some of those old thoughts and beliefs and programming that definitely do not resonate with who you really are at the soul level. So, in that paradigm of metacognition and overthinking, people can tend to stay stuck, still procrastinate, still question their worth, still chase clarity instead of creating from it. Why? Because the energy hasn't shifted. And that is where multidimensional mindset comes in. And that is really what I want to kind of get to. But first, I want to ask and say, you know, if you're feeling stuck, I feel like I just lost my train of thought. If you're feeling stuck, what can that lead to without having any release? Remember that metacognition is a psychological tool. It is very fourth dimensional. It is derived from this intellectual aspect of who we are. It's really powerful, for sure, to help you think about your thinking and to become a great reflector and definitely step into that new level of self awareness. But so you can release old programming, you can lose limits, you can become more aligned. But when you stay there too long, you can definitely get stuck in that loop. What does that look like? Overthinking, overanalyzing, constant journaling, affirmations that never get you to where you want to be, emotional spirals that bring you down, um, an identity crisis, knowing what the issue is, but not moving out of it, not moving forward. And so you might be thinking, about your beliefs and your programming, and you process and you reframe, but you're still trying to think your way out of that space and that discomfort. And that thought does not create transformation. Remember, frequency, vibration And tuning into a different level of who you are will get you unstuck, back on the right path, and feeling really, really good and empowered and increasingly more self aware. And even as you continue to grow and expand and learn more about the energetic aspect of who you are, it's wildly resilient. And so when you are facing a situation in life, because they come up, that's what life is all about, right? Just sort of like bringing in, challenges so we can decide and discern and grow from them and become and expand. But in this multidimensional mindset that I love, love, love talking about, it's really when you align across all levels. It's really about, your physical world and 3D reality, your actions, the structure of it, and the embodiment of who you are in your physical body, in your physical reality this time around. Your fourth dimensional self, which, like I said, is your mental energy body, your intellectual energy, your beliefs, your programming, your self talk, your inner game, your identity. And then, of course, 5D is that energetic aspect, that higher vibe, your soul frequency, your intuition, your quantum self, your connection to God's mind, source energy, all that is. So ultimately, metacognition is really mastering the art of your inner game and thinking about your thinking, but there's definitely another level. It is not just about thinking better, it is about being the version of you who already knows what is really going on in this multidimensional reality and in your multidimensional way of being in the world. So when you bring that metacognitive fourth dimensional awareness of all of the thoughts and your inner game and programming and what's going on in your mind, and you marinate and integrate with action at the 3D level and frequency at the 5D level, you begin to shift everything. And that is when you can really step into your quantum self and really acknowledge yourself as the powerful co-creator that you are. So what does this even look like in real life? Let me walk you through what this looks like when you are in a moment of stuckness. So you might be thinking things like, I can't do this, I'm not ready, what if people judge me, I'm not worried, who am I to think that I can be this, have this, do this, create this? So here's the shift. At the 4D level, notice the thought, I'm not worthy, I'm afraid I will be judged. Who am I to want this, have this, create this? Feel into the frequency of it. Is your self-talk really aligned with the truth of who you are? That always is the question. Are your thoughts, is your old programming, are the stories you're telling yourself, the thoughts you are thinking, the paradigms you are living in, are they really true for you? Lean in, feel it, and then take aligned action from that new empowered space. Show up anyway. Share your truth. Post it, launch it, write it, say it, dream it, communicate it. Whatever it is that you have going on that creates that thought in the first place, rise above, tune into soul, do it anyway, and feel really, really good because you are a powerful co-creator of your reality. For sure, I have had clients ask me, what's really holding me back from, moving on to my next level? Is this fear real, or is it an old belief that no longer matches my soul's truth? What version of me knows how to move forward with ease, grace, and confidence? Because when you move with your soul and not just your mind, you transcend judgment. You are in a higher vibration. Like I said, you bounce back way easier when life gets a little bit sticky and challenging. And you move with grace because you are no longer identifying with that old story and programming that is bringing your vibration down. So for sure, metacognition is a sacred part of who we are in this intellectual fourth dimensional reality, but it doesn't lead you necessarily into a higher vibration or sense of alignment or clarity or movement, because when you are over analyzing and overthinking and trying to find a solution from the same level and vibration from where the problem began, you will likely continue to stay stuck. And you are not here to stay in loops. You are here to evolve. You are here to integrate. You are here to create. You are here to tune into your amazing infinite potential. So the next time you catch yourself overthinking, judging yourself, or spiraling into analysis paralysis, zoom out, breathe deeper, and ask, what version of me already knows the answer? And then move like her, move like him, move like you into that higher place of alignment and of knowing. You don't need to fix yourself. You need to remember yourself. And that is the essence of a multidimensional mindset. And it is what will unlock your next level in your life, in your business, your creativity, your soul expression, and the way that you attract more of what you want into your life. If this resonated with you, I'd love for you to subscribe, like, leave a comment below, and let me know, what's the one loop that you are ready to shift today? Remember, your energy is sacred. Your soul is sovereign. You are an eternal creative being. Your frequency is your strategy. We live in a vibrational universe. Tune in. You are not stuck. You are just evolving. I will see you next time. Have a beautiful day, morning, evening, night, whenever you catch this. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much, and namaste.